Good to
Welcome
see you.
from Love Notions here. This is Tammy from Love Notions, and I'm Tessa. I help with marketing and getting the word out about patterns here, and Tammy is the brains behind everything else.
Well, I don't know about that, but.
So today we're going to be doing a live sew-along for the latest new limited edition.
Limited edition. This is the classic. Well, this is a classic. It's a t-shirt that we've kind of pulled from most of our other patterns to put in a bundle. It's very simple, straightforward, just your standard crew neck with short sleeve. But the cool thing is it's for the whole family. We've got a men's, we've got a ladies, and we've got a kids version all in one. So this is a great like beginner project. So this originally was put together for Quality Sewing out in the Pacific Northwest. So if you go into any of their stores, and they've got like 11 or 12 stores out there, you'll probably find this. And they also do classes, which is kind of cool.
So they did like a huge order for those. They kind of commissioned this project. And then what was it like last month? They did a PJ pant commission as well.
Right.
And last month
So
we decided, last month we were like, oh, this would be great for the holidays. Maybe we should offer this. And you guys sold us out. And we have this available for fabric shops, sewing shops, quilt shops, but we did the same thing with the tees.
Right.
And we thought, why not a little fun sew along and
it's a
chat.
perfect, easy, sew together, quick. Like the whole idea behind this is for like if you go into a quilt shop and you want to make apparel, like your first apparel project, either one of these would be great for that. So very approachable for everybody and for the whole family.
So I'm gonna go behind the camera and look for all of your questions and comments and thoughts. And Tammy's gonna take you through the whole sew along for this essential pattern. I wear a classic tee probably once a week. I love the fit of the family tee for ladies. I love it. So this is gonna be a great pattern for anybody to pick up.
Yeah, totally anybody. And so right now, like if you wanted the bundle version, it's just in the printed thing for the US. But these tees, I kind of grabbed them from different patterns. The kids tee is the kids classic tee. And the men's, I forget which pattern I took that from. Do you remember, Tessa?
Dockside.
Dockside, yeah. So if you wanted the digital version, they're
all
out
available.
there. They're all available, but is a bundle with just like this limited view is available for purchase now, and they can get in the shop now, right, Tess?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's ready to go, all loaded up. Big, humongous thank you to Noreen.
Oh yes,
our favorite Noreen.
Yes,
if you are familiar with the Technique Tuesdays from Noreen, she does a fabulous job breaking complicated concepts and sewing down. And she does these demonstrations on fitting and alterations. And she has her lovely son and his family.
Yes.
Zoe is her daughter-in-law.
Yes, and she's taught Zoe how to sew. So that's like their whole project right now. It's so great to have them. But this is her family that they kind of did because it's, you know, they got the men's, the ladies, and the kids. So we got them to sew one up and make it our cover photo. So it's kind of fun. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and start. And I wanna like show you guys like the guts of these printed patterns. So of course you get your nice booklet, and the inside is just like our standard illustrations of the patterns. I can't see the screen, so what you guys can see or not. Very straightforward illustrations, black and white, and then we have our size chart and all that. But the cool thing about the printed patterns is the work's done for you, so you don't have to print anything out on your home printer and assemble pages. You don't have to send it off to like a large format printing company. It's all done for you. And the paper, I've had a lot of questions about the paper quality. Lighter than your regular standard printer paper, but heavier than like the big four tissue paper. So this is kind of, you can kind of see what the paper quality is like. So that's what you get with the pattern. And okay, so first thing you're gonna do when you're sewing any project for yourself or for someone else is get their measurements. So I've already taken my measurements this morning. I don't know, Tessa, how you want to see this, but this is the body measurements, and this is what you base your size off of. You want to compare your measurements to the body measurements. Now inside there is a table for finish measurements, and the finish measurements include wearing ease. So that's what you'll get. That's how it will end up. But to choose your size, you should go with the body measurements.
And the great thing about the tutorial piece is like this is the back side and it's consistent with all of the printed patterns. So you can get your measurements chart on the back. So what's available
of this one, yeah. This is, we do have some of our older printer patterns that we changed the format that they're not on the back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, but we are moving towards that going forward.
Oh yeah, okay. There's only 4 of those, I think, right?
Not that many, but
yeah. Okay, so using the size chart, that's our number one spot to start at.
So for ladies, which is what we're sewing today, you're going to, and we have the different ones. We've got the ladies with the bins and the kids. So I'm sewing for myself, and I'm going to start with what I'm going to base my size off of, which is your high bust, and that is measuring under your arms, like above your bust, all the way around. Just make sure the tape measure is flat to yourself and snug, but not tight.
Do you suggest wearing like the bra?
I was just going to say, this question came up in the group like last week or week before. I suggest wearing what you would normally wear. So if you wear a particular kind of bra, I would suggest take your measurements with that bra, because that is how it's going to end up. I don't really understand the thought behind not doing that. I know someone mentioned they don't do that, but that's because this is how your body is going to be when you're wearing it. So that's how you should take your measurements. All right, so my high bust was a 35. No, it was a 37. And my full bust was a 39. No, that's not right. I should have wrote these down, shouldn't I? I should have totally written these down.
Can we take your measurements? You've got a bulky sweater on,
I have a bulky sweater on. That's the other thing. You should take your measurements close-fitting clothes. And I don't really want to take my sweater off because it's cold.
It's so cold. It is
so cold here.
I wonder what it's like around for our viewers right now. But right now, what did the temperature say it was this morning?
It felt like -3.
Cool.
Yeah, so real cool. And also, like this weekend, the bottom's dropping out. It's going negative without the wind chill. But it's okay because Tessa and I are leaving for Tennessee next week, so we can escape.
Yeah.
Okay, so my high bust was a 35 and my full bust was a 39. So I would choose a size small. My waist was a 29 and my hips was a 40. So I'm really between extra small and small.
Are you sure that
I'm glitching right now because this is not right.
When you measured, you sewed you fit into a small, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. I don't know. I'm glitching with these measurements.
Is there like something happening in the simulation right now?
There is something happening in the simulation for sure.
Well, you've got yours the size that's right for you. I don't think you want to pull out the measuring tape, right?
No, I really don't. I don't want to take my sweater off. Okay,
it's all good.
So once you know your measurements, you can cut out your pieces. And for this pattern, your pieces are going to be your sleeve, your neckband, and your front and back. So those are the pieces I cut out, and you can kind of see.
Just 4 pieces.
Just 4 pieces, very straightforward. You can see on the ladies version, you have a kind of a nice curved area here just to give you a little bit of definition. It's not a fitted t-shirt, but it's not like a boxy fit. It's kind of in between the two. I would call it like a relaxed fit.
If you are looking for a boxy, what would you pick? Do we have something for that?
Yeah, I do. We have the Barrington Boxy Tee. If you like that straight silhouette, the Barrington's great for that. And I think a straight silhouette looks good in more of a, not cropped, but a shorter length, like a high hip length, which is what the Barrington is. This length is more full hip. So it's great if you like to tuck in your shirts or if you just like to wear them a little bit longer. Okay, so I did want to mention something, like when you're cutting out a stripe and you want to try to match your front to back stripes. Alexa's talking to us. She's not sure how to help us with that. That's okay, we're here to help. So what I like to do is I like to put a stripe right under the underarm seam. So I know when I'm laying out my backside, I put the underarm seam on a stripe too. So that's kind of what I have done here.
Those are the perfect stripes for matching too.
They're
not
are.
too tiny.
Yeah. And also another tip, when you're laying your fabric out, you can just kind of, it can be hard to see, and this might be hard to see in here, but I can kind of see like my stripes are all aligned. I don't have any skew. You don't want any kind of skew. So when you're laying your fabric out, you kind of want to just make sure you're laying it out so all the stripes are lined up. So that's a very quick and dirty. Have we gotten any questions?
We have tons of questions on our list
go.
here. Oh my goodness. Well, these are ones that were submitted earlier.
Yeah.
They want to know some of the behind the scenes stuff at Love Notions, like, is this your full-time job? How many people work here? And what does a normal workday look like for you as a pattern designer?
Oh yeah, this is my full-time job and has been since we started Love Notions, which is in 2014. So it's been 12 years in March. So this has been my full-time job. I don't put in traditional full-time hours. I'll come here to the shop 3 days a week and I will work a full half day. I get out, I leave around 1 or 2, but then I also work from home a lot. So if I don't have to sew or do anything like that, then I'll stay at home. So right now, I don't know how behind the scenes we want to get here, but we're actually trying to move our shop closer to where Tessa and I live. So we're out in Joliet right now, and Tessa and I live about 30 minutes east. And the thing is, the major highway right now is under construction. It is such a hassle. Did you have trouble getting in today?
No, I didn't. Well, I came super early because I had to drop the girls off.
No, it took me longer, and I had to take a different route, which was very annoying.
Another question was, how long does it take to release a pattern? Which I think is a fun question because I think people might not realize the intricacies of the process.
Yes. Okay, so there is just so much to the development of a pattern, like production-wise. It is really interesting. I have to come up with an idea. I have to come up with an idea that I love. Because if I don't love it, like Tessa seen me go through this, I lose interest and it just is not going to be a quality pattern because I'm just done with it. So once I have the idea, I'll sketch out like the style lines and then I'll start drafting and grading it and then write. And that whole process where it's just me is when I love the pattern, it can take me about 2 to 3 weeks to do that whole from conception to it's ready to go to testing.
Like pre-development?
Yeah, this is the development part of it. So then testing, we usually give our testers 10 to 14
Well, there's
days.
phases.
There's phases. We have 2 different phases of testing, and we pay our testers. So we have the first phase that's usually, it always runs over a weekend. I think it's the first phase is like 10 days, and I call it the fit and feedback, where they get the pattern, they sew it up, one version, they give their fit and they give us quick pictures of how it looks, what all the feedback that I need for every different size and view. And then once we've got that basically done, we'll go into like what I call the final stage, and it may not be completely final. I don't think it ever is at that stage, at the beginning stage, where people will sew up like what I call their final version, and they'll get really good pictures from that, and I'll make any adjustments from there. So, and that's usually another 10 days. So it's like 20 days. So 3 weeks plus 20 days, whatever that. It's over a month. It's on a good, fast pattern, we can get one out in about 2 months.
Which I think is a lot longer than many people might think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But this is our full-time job, so, and I only work on one pattern at a time. I have tried working on multiple patterns at a time, and it just doesn't work for me. I get too scattered, and it takes longer. Yeah. All right, so the next step, once we have cut out our pattern pieces, is we're going to sew our front to back, right sides together. So the right side is obviously the stripes. So I'm going to sew it together at the shoulder seams. I'm going to go to my serger and serge those together. And you can definitely use a sewing machine. I'm just using my serger.
Oh, and tell us, I see you've got this beautiful thread on here, and it actually matches something that's under construction right now. Do you want to do like a little preview
sneak
for
peek? Sure.
A little sneak peek?
Go for it. Did you want me to do it or are you going to do it?
I was just getting it all put out here.
Okay.
So Tammy is working on sewing the shoulder seams of the classic
family tee.
Your family tee. And this is her work in progress right now. I don't know if you can see that, but we were very happy that the colors were the same. But this is a sample of the newest pattern that's called Muse, which is a really cute, you want to say what, like describe it?
Okay, this is a woven pattern and it's a blouse. So we've got 3 different body views. Maybe, Tessa, do we have anything printed out? Or we can show them like the line drawing or something?
I'll put it into like the comments or something.
So it's like a notched neckline, like a V neckline that's faced with a, it's not really a mandarin collar.
Like a stand
collar. It's a stand collar.
It's like Palmer.
Oh yeah, it's actually the same kind of neckline as Palmer. So if you're familiar with that.
So up here in this corner right here is Palmer holiday dress that we just released. And you love that neckline so much and the construction was so fun on that one that kind of, it's fun when those themes, elements. Those motifs carry through.
Which was really interesting. Did you notice, Tessa, in the post I made looking for ideas for pattern add-ons, so many people mentioned that style collar. They called it mandarin, which I'm assuming that that's what they mean is this.
Well, it's like the split.
Well, I don't think they're talking about the split necessarily. They're talking about
the collar.
Just like the easy, just the stand part of the
it's so much easier than a traditional collar.
Yeah, and it looks so nice and clean.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have a skirted view, which is like a baby doll almost with a skirt on it at that high waist. And this is the one I'm doing right now. I can't really tell, but this is going to be a balloon hem where there'll be a drawstring at the hem. So it'll end like high hip and it'll have like a little blousey effect with a drawstring. And then just a regular straight view that is like full hip length. And the sleeves are really fun because I'm just carrying that balloon theme through where there's the bottom of one of the sleeves is kind of gathered and blousey. And then there's a short sleeve and then there is a standard, like a short bishop sleeve almost, like where it's gathered at the sleeve head as well as at the hem.
I finally found the image for it. So this is what Muse is looking like right now as far as the line drawing. Isn't that cute?
Show them a sneak peek of of one of our testers because we're in the finals phase of testing right now. Testing officially ends tomorrow. So we're getting in great pictures right now of our testers. We love our testers.
Our testers are amazing.
They do such a great job.
Okay, I love Katie Kennedy's.
I was gonna suggest hers, yeah.
Okay, look at this. This is so, this is crazy to show it like this. Look how cute this is. You can see her cute little gathered skirt. Oh, it's just gonna be so perfect for spring. I mean, but it really could go all season.
Yeah, I think it's a really good transitional piece.
Isn't that pretty? Katie, such a good job. I love it. So this is one of our testers' versions, but we have tons of others as well.
Yeah. Okay, we're ready to put the sleeves on our tee now.
Let me get out of the way.
All right, so I need to remember which is my front and which is my back. So my front is here on the right. So I'm going to take my sleeve, which I have transferred the sleeve markings, and they're right here.
Lots of people love that pattern. The new Muse says the tiered sleeve is gorgeous, the faced neckline, feminine and chic.
Yes, it is. It's really cute. You know, I posted the inspiration for this. I posted my inspiration, what I'm doing for the whole year, earlier or later last year in the group, and everybody loved that blouse, like the inspo picture. And the inspo picture had hand embroidery on it, which I'm kind of like learning to do myself. So I'm kind of tempted to try that out, but I'm nervous.
You could do it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm putting my sleeve on. How I like to do my sleeves, I always match up the marking of the sleeve head from the sleeve to my shoulder seam here. I start like that, and here's my front with a single marking. Single markings go towards the front, and my double markings go towards the back, so we're right sides together. So you can match up your markings, and then I also match up the ends with a side seam. I will tell you, I never pin or clip my sleeves on before I sew. I just sit down and I just go. But I just want to make sure you guys see clearly that the sleeves fit on here. So I do that front to back.
Do you need a serger for this project?
You do not need a serger. You can definitely do this with the sewing machine, especially a knits don't fray. I would pick a beefier knit to work with because some of those thinner like rayon knits can be kind of hard to manage with a sewing machine. But yeah, you can definitely do this with sewing machine. All right, so I've got one sleeve attached. I'm gonna put the other one on now.
If you weren't filming, how fast do you think you could sew this up?
Oh, from start to finish, I could do this in 30 minutes easily.
Like cut?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like actual sewing, I think you could probably do in 10.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the hemming is would take the longest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, t-shirts are so, once you have done them once and you understand, I think sewing a t-shirt is such a great first apparel project because it helps you understand like construction. It's such a basic construction method that you'll use on almost every single garment you ever sew, no matter what it is. I mean, front to back, shoulders, add the sleeves, side seams. That's such a easy, standard practice.
Someone says, I love doing sleeves like this in the flat. You all taught me that. And I think it was Tamra from, remember when we did the tea fitting course at our retreat? You did like a fitting, like a tea fitting. And so she said that, so, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yes, which sewing sleeves in the flat is perfect for a t-shirt, easy fitting kind of thing. The times when you want to sew your sleeves in the round, like inset sleeves, are like more fitted style things, like a really fancy blouse, or like I think the Aria is not flat. I think they're inset sleeves.
Rhapsody, I believe,
Rhapsody,
is inset.
yeah.
Because you have
There's
to take it at the head, the sleeve cap or whatever. You
have to ease it in. This doesn't need to be eased in.
So what kind of sewing brand are you like a fan of, Tam?
For machines?
Yes.
Baby Lock.
Yeah,
all of our machines here are Baby Lock. This is a Triumph, which is also a cover stitch machine. This is the Catherine, which is the older version of the Brilliant, which I have not really up to date on what their machines are lately. I know they change model names. But we also have the cover stitch Euphoria, which I love. It's just
this
really...
This is our lineup of machines. But when you're quilting, you use Bernina, don't you?
Oh, yeah. At home, I do have a Bernina, just to be different, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to use it nearly as well as these machines, I have to say. And actually, Tess, for our Sew Expo classes, I'm pretty sure we have FAF machine, which I've never used.
I'm so nervous about
I am too, because one of our classes, I'm teaching how to, part of it is shearing, and I only know how to shear on this machine. So this is going to be interesting.
Denise says, with little patterns, I have hemmed the sleeve, especially long sleeve or cuffs in the flat. I hate sewing in the dark and feel like I am in the dark in those tiny areas. Yeah. So would you do a hem on that before
I totally know what she means, because those little tiny arm openings are really hard to get around. So in that case I would, but not for an adult, because I don't like that, the bulk of where the seams will come together for an adult. But for little kids or doll clothes, yeah.
And then Tamara says, once you learn how to do a knit top neckband, the rest is easy. And I think that's so true.
Yep.
It's the neckband.
It is.
And how much fabric did that take?
Ooh, good question. I didn't look. Do you remember how much you ordered of this?
I almost always order 2 yards.
I think I used...
That's like my default.
Yeah.
I order 2 yards.
I probably used 1 yard, maybe a smidge over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not a fabric hungry project
It's
at all.
not, especially if you're doing the short sleeves. Sleeves can really eat up a lot of...
Yeah, a long sleeve is essentially like a body front, you know?
Right.
So much. So this short sleeve is really easy. Easy on the fabric.
Okay, so I've got my sleeves in. Now I'm not even gonna move from here because I know exactly what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to I'm going to sew my side seams, and I'm gonna do that by matching up the underarms of my sleeves and the side seam there. Do that all in one go right there. I'm not even gonna pin it. Now, I should say, I probably should pin it because I am working with stripes. So I wanna make sure my stripes line up, so I'm going to pin.
And you can kind of do that as you serge.
You can,
unless
I
you
just
were
want
filming
to,
like this.
yeah, just want to make sure. So I'm just gonna like, as I match along here, make sure my stripes are close.
Where do we order our fabrics from?
Ooh, such a good question because we don't have person options these days. Tessa, where are our favorite places?
I love serge.
Serge is good.
I like the selection of serge for especially knit fabric. I really like them. They have great athletic stuff. I love their modal. Man, we have such a big stash. I feel like lately I've really been sewing from the stash right now. We like Style Maker.
Yeah, I was gonna say Style Maker.
For like woven stuff. Blackbird's fabulous. If you're looking for something that's like a little more on the inexpensive side for wovens, Alyssa May has a really lovely curated collection. But we also have a blog post and a video and some resources for shopping online for fabrics that we can, if someone tags me in a comment, later I'll come back to it and share our for shopping online. I know the selection has changed in recent months.
And getting anything, I was just going to suggest also Discovery Fabrics is good, but I would just keep in mind they're coming from Canada and there might be like tariff issues with that. I'm not sure. It's been honestly so long since I've ordered fabric.
We really have been working through our stash
We
really
have
diligently.
Yeah, ever since this whole tariff thing happened, I don't think we've ordered anything, have we? Have you?
No. You know who I ordered from that I really enjoyed?
Who was that?
It was So Weird. It's Evelyn, So Weird. She has like a small Facebook group and she has a small fabric business and she's really sweet, it seems like.
Okay, cool.
And she had, you know that La Belladonna that I made?
Yeah.
The one that has the asymmetrical lines but the floral?
Yeah.
That was bamboo, I think.
Or rayon?
Or no, modal. It was like a watercolor modal.
Okay.
And she had some fun stuff.
Okay.
Some really interesting. She had stuff that would be perfect for this tee. Also, Amanda's Bundles.
I was just going to say Amanda's Bundles is always a go-to.
Yeah, and they're going to be working with us to help with Sew Expo and the swim class that one of our ambassadors, Katie Grimm, is teaching through Love Notions at Sew Expo. And Amanda's Bundles is giving us swim fabric. So that actually was, I think, the first class to sell out for Sew Expo. It was so cool. And I believe the Oakley class is sold out, where that's going to be fabulous. Oh, one of the, let me take a moment.
Yeah.
I have to, hold on, let me show you guys here. One of our incredible customers, Andrea, had asked, like, she was looking at I had taken a picture in the shop, and she had asked, what is this gigantic stack of fabric right here for? And I said, oh, I'll tell you during the today's live. So this is the materials for the Oakley sewing class that we're going to be teaching at Sew Expo this year. If you didn't know, we're going to Sew Expo in Puyallup, Washington. It's February 26th or something like that to March 1st. And so Tami ordered this incredible, like this is like so lush.
This is Malden Mills.
Man, it
It's
feels
really,
amazing.
really nice. And actually, it feels really nice, but I am kind of regretting it because how many boxes do you think this is going to take?
Oh, shipping that's going to be but it'll be light.
It'll be light, but
light.
we have to think about, like, we're going to ship like a whole pallet.
Yeah.
So I'm always thinking about, like, can we take this? Can we take this?
Yeah, that's going to be, I just love this pink though. Like, it's just so bright and cheerful.
And we'll do bias binding in black, and the zipper is black with the gold.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I can't wait for that class.
Yeah.
And then if you just want to see like we did like a little mock setup here.
Booth, yeah. Work in progress.
Some of this stuff we're going to bring, we're going to fill out this thing right here with all of our print patterns. We've got these cute little tote bags. We sent these to the ambassadors this year too. So we've got tote bags, and we've got like our digital patterns. We've got like this little rack of digital patterns with a special price for Expo attendees. And one thing we did different this year was we've got some notions that are like our favorites, and we're going to try and match those up with patterns that we like them for. I thought Tami found these. How cute.
I know, I want to steal it.
I know, I want some right now. I know. They're so cute. Like the little, do you see like the little pattern pieces? I just love it. And then we got labels, and then I think this is gonna be cool. This is a jeans sewing kit with like all the stuff that you need for sewing a great pair of jeans, the legato jeans. So, Lori says, will you ever consider an East Coast, Ohio Sew Expo? And I think we should consider that.
Consider, sure.
Yeah, consider, yeah. All right, let's go back to sewing. Yeah, Jess, I think the jeans kit's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, we just have 10 of those, so if you're coming, come see us fast. All right,
I gotta get my thing.
So we've got our body sewn up. We need to add our neckband and hem, and we're done. So I need a fabric marker. Did I not bring one in here with me? Well, I'll just use a pen. So what I like to do first is mark my quarter points on the neckline. So to do that, I kind of match up my shoulder seams. So there I've got my center front and my center back. Now to get the quarters, you might be tempted to think, oh, well, that's the shoulder seam. It's not really. So then I match up my front and back to get the actual middle. And it's like an inch off from the shoulder seam. Okay, so now that I have done that, I need to do that on my neckband. Now, neckbands can be tricky because fabric stretch and recovery can vary wildly. So this is what the pattern is right now. I may end up shortening this because I don't know if you can tell, this is like a rib knit and it is super stretchy. So the stretchier you are, the less length you may need. So
here's the full cut of it so you can see.
So I'm gonna go ahead and sew the short ends together, and then we'll evaluate where we are with if we need to take any length off.
Tami, what if your knit curls?
Ooh, I hate curling knit. I would iron it really well. And I use lots of pins. I'm assuming she's talking like on the side seam or like the sides, like the salvages.
Well, you know how like after you cut it and maybe it gets stretched once or twice, it kind of curls up a little bit, and that really makes things complicated when you're attaching a neckband or even if you're just hemming.
The thing about these lighter weight knits is sometimes your machine doesn't like them. Do we have any other questions?
I'm looking through here. We've got a humongous list.
Oh, good.
And then what stitch would you suggest using for knits? Do you always use a stretch stitch, or can you get away with?
It depends on what you're sewing. For this shirt, since it is easy fitting, it's not fitted, you don't need to use a stretch stitch. Now, if you're sewing something that's really form fitted and you're using a sewing machine, I would use a stretch stitch along any area that's going to stretch. So maybe not necessarily the side seams, but definitely the neckline.
Oh, Jess had a good point about the neckband and curling, that it's good to cut that wider so that you can cut more off and ignore any curling. I think that's a good point.
That's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. All right, I got my short ends finally sewed together. So now I'm going to fold the neckband over onto itself, and then I'll make my quarter points.
Get a better view.
All right, so there's my back, the seam, center back. We'll use that for the back. And here's our front. And then I'll fold it again to get the sides.
And it's taller, not wider, for the neckband. Like you wouldn't cut it wider, you would cut it taller. I understood that's what she meant. But, or that's what I meant, but yeah. I wouldn't put any more extra onto the neckband because it could really make your neckline
lengthwise.
wonky. Yeah.
No, not lengthwise.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now that I've got that marked out, I'm going to match it up to my shirt. Now, the neckband is smaller than the neckline, which is good. We want that.
What is the percentage you usually suggest?
I start at 80%. And that is before seam allowances. So that takes into account seam allowances. So I want to see some stretch. If I don't see stretch, then I know for sure that I need to take some length off of the neckband.
Ruth, you're asking about a tutorial on how to do the detachable faux fur for octave. Ooh. And Tami made a gorgeous octave with a faux fur collar. We also had Agnes. She's Dutch Wool Diva on Instagram, I know. But she actually did content for us a couple years ago on octave, and I can get you the link for that detachable fur collar that she made. It was really, really pretty.
Mine was a detachable. That would have been a good thing to have.
So that's what Agnes did. She did a detachable one. That's really cool. So it's on Instagram for sure, but you probably have to scroll for a while to get it.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm glad. I'm not going to change anything because I can see right here I'm going to have to stretch that, which is great. I want to stretch my neckband. So I want to stretch it a good bit so that it fits nicely. I definitely don't need to adjust the length. So that's what we want to see.
So someone here is asking, why does my neckline wave? Is that related?
Like after sewing, I'm assuming. Could be it's too short. That could be. Would be my guess. It's hard to know, like, what does she mean by waving?
I think that a lot of times when you're sewing knits, you accidentally stretch the neckline itself rather than the band. And that, I think, is the key, is to not stretch
not the body, just the neckband. But if you do get some waving, like what you're talking about, Tess, sometimes, depending on how bad it is, you can iron that out. You can steam it out a little bit.
But an ounce of prevention is worth it.
Yeah, so just try not to stretch the body, just the neckband. Okay, so now we're ready to serge this on.
Yeah, I think a good press helps with almost everything when it comes to sewing. A good press is usually gonna be required.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna start at the back. So I'm gonna take my clip out and I'm going to stretch my band to fit the neckline and make sure my raw edges line up. Now, I'm not cutting anything off. I'm just...
Did you turn your knife off?
No, I don't do that. Because I do like a cleaner edge. Like if anything hops out, I do like that clean edge. So I just go in little spurts. And I'm stretching my neckband to fit the neckline, not the neckline.
Do you have any special needles
These are just my regular standard needles. I think these are a 14. I like Superior needles. Oregon's good. Schmetz is good. I'm not too particular about my needles.
How often do you change your needles?
I change them every time they break.
So you let the sewing machine Does this pattern have a full bust?
It does, yes. The lace does have a full bust.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I just kind of run it off and cut it away. And there our neckband is sewn on.
Nice.
Ta-da.
I love that combo.
I know.
I never would have put that
You
combo
didn't buy this
together.
together on purpose?
No.
Oh, it's great.
Those are from completely different places.
You know,
for
this
sure.
actually would be cute, like a ringer tee, where you put the band on the
Because it looks like ribbing.
It does. It is a ribnet.
I mean, yeah. Looks like the traditional ribbing.
So I'm going to take this to my iron and just press those seam allowances down just to make it a little neater. We had a question earlier in the group, I think it was yesterday, about irons. If you guys are interested in an iron recommendation, I love this iron. This is the Reliable Velocity. Water is in a reservoir underneath it. It's not part of the body. I think that makes such a difference.
I feel like it's so much more secure having it on that base.
Yes.
Than having it on top of the ironing board.
Yeah, instead of having it up here, and it doesn't take up as much room. Because that's the thing, the drawback of this iron, it is big. It's pretty big. We used Oliso for a while, and I like Oliso. I think it's fun. Like, it's not a gimmick, but it is nice to not have to constantly be tipping your hand up and like. Mm-hmm. Although one time we were...
Oh, at the retreat?
No. Well, I'm talking about, we were at Grandma's house, and she has a regular iron, and Mallory, my daughter, she was like a teenager at the time. She was ironing something, and she's used to the Oliso, so she was in there, and she just like left the iron down. And I'm like, you can't do that.
Mallory.
It's not the same. Yeah. Okay, so there is our pressed neckband. Now, if you wanted to, you could take this to your sewing machine and do like top stitch the band down, or a cover stitch machine too, but we're not going to do that today. So we're ready to hem. And since we're here at the iron, we'll just go ahead and do that. I'm going to iron my side seams real quick, just to give them a quick little press.
Hi, Janet. I recognize you from the Facebook group. Nice to see you here today.
All right, so I've got this sleeve here, and this sleeve has a 1-inch hem allowance included. So I'm going to fold up the end of my sleeve, and I'm not finishing the raw edges. It's a net, plus I'm gonna take it to my cover stitch, so that's gonna take care of it. But you could, if you prefer that kind of finish, you could totally take it to your serger and finish the raw edges. So this is the kind of thing, when you've done it so often, you know what it inches on your thumb. At least I do. And so I always like put my thumbs in here, and I can kind of feel around. That's how I do my...
I measured against my knuckle.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Like my right at the top of my knuckle is right about 1 inch, and I just measure it against that.
Yep. Same. I've seen people with tattoo.
I know, but don't you feel like that would change?
That's what I thought. It's gonna like move.
I'm scarred from those stories Mom told about people.
I don't remember this.
Our mom is a labor and delivery nurse.
Oh.
And she just said tattoos never stay where they were initially put. And she said that, and I have never forgotten that it doesn't always stay exactly where you plan to keep it.
Maybe, yeah.
I've never been a tattoo person either. I think
either.
I'm too scared to do it.
Oh, I'm not too scared. I just don't think I would like, I'm gonna lose interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's why I'm scared.
Yeah. What I want when I'm like 18 is gonna be different than what I want as
I
an
don't
adult.
feel like as dedicated. I don't know if anything besides like my husband and my children.
Yeah. But then it's just, I don't know. I'm just not a tattoo person.
I
My
know.
daughter is a tattoo
Yes.
person, unfortunately. But hey, you know, I'm not going to say anything else.
Different strokes for different folks, and that's great.
Sure.
My girls asked me if they could get tattoos,
Oh
and I
my.
said, sure.
It just seems too trendy.
No, I mean, when they're older,
Right,
you know, I won't like forbid it or anything, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to pay for it.
I don't think it's wrong or anything. I just feel like you're going to get tired of that. I see so many people who get their tattoos removed when they get older.
Yeah. Tamara, you've heard that too? Or you've experienced that too?
Oh, wasn't she a nurse?
Yeah, she's a labor and delivery nurse too.
Yeah.
And she says that's so true about tattoos, LOL. Yeah.
All right, I have my hems ironed. I'm going to take it to my cover stitch machine and just zip around, hopefully. I'm gonna keep the color we have here. I feel like it'll blend just fine.
Yeah. I like that color, like the taupey color.
Yeah, I feel like the mauve taupes, they kind of work pretty well on most things.
I did that for the La Belladonna that I just hemmed, and I did my stitching in like a maroon, and that worked perfectly. It just kind of blends.
So when I do my hem, I start at the back and go around. So this is the Euphoria Baby Lock cover stitch, and I have used the Janome cover stitch. I also used a Bernadette. I think it was a really old one, but this one's the best by far.
You had a Husqvarna
That was
sewing machine.
Sewing machine, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a cover
I
stitch.
inherited that one.
Yeah. Are they even still making sewing machines?
Husqvarna?
I feel like I
I
haven't
don't know.
heard.
You guys in the group tell us, are they still making Husqvarna? I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I just never see like dealers carry them, so it makes me wonder. Are they owned by Singer maybe?
I don't know. What pattern do you recommend for a first dress? Like if this is a first tee pattern, what would you say is a good first dress? Maybe like a knit one and a woven one.
Okay. A knit one. Maybe the Summer Basics. Although the binding, well, it has bands, so it's similar process. For a woven, Cadence.
Cadence, yeah, sheath dress for a woven. Tammy, somebody asked, do you still make mistakes when you sew?
All the time. Okay, I'm having flashbacks. The last time I used a cover stitch machine was when I was making the Palmer in velvet.
Oh yeah.
And I was having the worst time ever. I just threw it down, like, I've got to leave.
You
I'm
had
done.
to take a break.
I had to take a break.
Jess, you just got a new cover stitch? Yay, that's awesome. It's a Janome. She gave up trying to get her brother to stop skipping stitches.
Yeah.
If I wasn't a sewist, that sentence would mean something very different.
I have heard that about Brother. I haven't tried it, but I think the appealing thing about Brother is the price point.
Yeah,
it's very
for sure.
affordable.
That was my first serger, was a Brother, and
That's
it
right,
was a
yeah.
workhorse.
Right.
It did great.
When I first started sewing cloth diapers, this is how long ago it was, everybody used Brother sewing machines. And if they can take a cloth diaper and all that bulk, then it could take anything.
What pattern is best for scraps?
Ooh.
Well, Coda.
I was just going to say Coda, like if you like scrapping.
Coda is a quilted coat pattern, and if you have a bunch of woven scraps, sew them together and make a cute quilted coat.
That would be really cute.
Yeah, and if you have knit scraps, it would be cool to do color blocking. Like La Belladonna would be great for color blocking with knit scraps, which it was the pattern that we did for Feature Friday last week. And this week's Feature Friday pattern.
Are you gonna tell them?
Should we tell them?
Ooh, I thought kind of like the idea of like giving them a little
Extra
yeah.
heads up.
You can tell them.
Okay. This week's Feature Friday pattern is an oldie but a goodie, and it is the boyfriend cardigan. So it's just that outer layer that you always need, just a little extra layer. It's kind of got like a drop shoulder.
It's a dolman sleeve. Oh wait, no.
No, it's not a dolman sleeve. It's a drop shoulder.
It's been that long.
I know, it's been a long time. But the boyfriend cardigan has a hood. It has a banded hem around the neckline that can be either like shawl or hood. Pockets, it's got multiple lengths. There's like a duster length that we added into it, and then like a mid-thigh length, and just perfect for sweater knits.
Yeah.
Lots of really good sweater knits.
French terry. Yeah.
Jess, your tester version of the finals photo of that duster length, that picture of you is like my favorite. Oh, I love that on you. You look just amazing in that. And I know you wear a boyfriend cardigan all the time. It's just like the perfect outer layer, just to just plop on, just easy. It just fits over everything, nice and roomy, and I love it. It's definitely an oldie but a goodie pattern for sure. Now this is making me want to sew one up too.
In hindsight, I do wish I would have picked a lighter thread. This is darker on here than I thought it would be, which kind of annoys me, but you know, it is what it is.
Do you go in and trim?
Yeah, a lot of times I'll go in, especially if there's that much. My back piece is a little bit longer than my front. Like I miscut that a little bit, so I would definitely trim that off. Yeah. But that is
It looks good from here.
Yeah.
And that's the rule, right?
That's the rule. If someone's standing close enough to you to see all your mistakes, they need to back up. Yeah. So there it is.
Yay.
There is our classic tee. This is an easy fitting t-shirt. So.
Oh, cute. That's gonna look so cute on you, Tammy. The colors are perfect.
I know, I really like those colors. Those are good colors.
Very cute.
Yeah.
So let's just reiterate
what's
going on here.
Get the book. This is a limited edition tea packet for the whole family, ladies, men's, and kids. You get all the sizes, and including the full bust for the ladies. It's just these standard crew neck tee with short sleeves and a neckband. So, and it's all printed out for you.
All sizes?
All sizes. This paper is not not as heavy as like regular printer paper, but it's also definitely not tissue. So it's a nice.
Is it 38 pound?
No, I want to say, see, the poundage is weird. No, pretty sure it's 40, but that sounds like it's going to be heavy, but it's not. I think printer paper, like the lower the number, the heavier it is. I'm pretty sure standard printer paper is 20 pound, and then this is 40 pound. I think that's right. Yeah. Don't quote me
They're
on that.
really sturdy, and we cut into them.
Oh, yeah.
But you could also
you can trace. I like Swedish tracing paper, which is what this is. It's a nice tracing medium.
You can sew it even.
You can sew it, you can iron it. I like the I like the Swedish one because of the length, the width of it is very workable. Pellon has one, I think it's called Easy Pattern, or it used to be called Easy Pattern. That one's also good. I just don't like how wide it is because I feel like it's harder to work with because you have to unfold it. So, yeah, so if you want to preserve your pattern, because all the sizes are like nested together for each, like the ladies are nested together, the kids are nested together. If you want to preserve your pattern, you could use something like this to trace it.
And then the booklet, you want to show
the booklet is just got our charts.
There's even a little bit of fitting in there.
I had an extra page, so I had to do some.
Nice. I love this.
So with this pattern, you can, like a historical thing, take measurements, so you always have it to easy reference.
I love this because this is a pattern collection that's designed for the whole family. So like, let's say you've got like big brother, little sister, dad, whatever.
Right.
And you can put all of their measurements and stuff inside of the booklet so that you can reference them. Like, you know, the girls always have some kind of spirit day that I've got to like make something for really quick. And
there's
so
also
just having
a spot to date taken because you should take.
Yeah.
So,
I love that little page in there.
Yeah, I forgot that was in there.
Me too.
Yeah, so there we got our instructions and then the back. So.
And this is a print only, and we're shipping those out this week.
Yep.
We have a very limited quantity available, and they'll hopefully get to you. If you order today, they'll probably get there next week at minimum, right?
Right, I would think so.
Yeah.
Flat rate shipping of $6. So no, if there's other patterns you're interested in, this is a good time to pick them up and get that $6 flat rate.
I was gonna ask you, the La Belladonna is on pre-order.
Yeah.
If they ordered a La Belladonna pre-order, would we hold this, or would we have to ship in two?
We would hold it. So if you want to do the pre-order, the La Belladonna with this, I mean, that secures your copy of this, but we would ship them all together. Now, if you want yours right away, you'd have to do separate orders. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And it is just shipping in the US.
Yes.
But again, you can find the digital versions of all of these patterns. And the girls and the ladies versions of the classic tee are essentially what's in here. And then the men's version is the dock side.
Dock side, yeah.
So there are digital ones available. This is just like a handy pack that was developed for fabric shops and quilt shops that and we just thought we would share it with you guys since it's such a great value. Yeah. So yes, it is on a pretty good sale right now.
Right, what do we say?
17.
17 plus shipping.
Yeah, 17 plus shipping.
And you get all those.
Tons. I mean, you couldn't buy that.
Oh no, you
from an AO copy shop.
No,
you couldn't get that.
Especially if you're doing all the different ones. So yeah, I think it's a good deal.
For sure.
Hope you guys like it.
Yeah, fun. All right, if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments and we'll get to them. And then make sure that you visit lovenotions.com. It should just be up in the shop all category. I think it's in the sale category too. And whatever you sell, make sure that you take a picture of it and share it with us so we can see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.